This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Wednesday, April 3rd, 2019, and the title of this rant is, How Far Will We Go for the Truth? So the Mueller Report has been out for over 10 days, over 400 pages, over a million pages of underlying documents, etc. And we've seen 4 pages that don't even have a single sentence in it that relates directly to the Mueller Report. The House, several committees asked for all of that information by yesterday. They haven't got it. So let's make it clear, the Department of Justice and the Trump administration are purposefully foot-dragging as much as they possibly can. They have very smart lawyers in the Department of Justice right now going over every single line, every single sentence, every comma that's in there, trying to figure out how they can make certain parts of it look good for this administration and for the Trump campaign, etc., and what they can redact and how they can cross out certain lines to make sure that we can't figure out what actually is going on behind the scenes. That's everything that they're doing. They're going to try and foot drag this as long as they possibly can, to the illegal extent that they can, and show as little, because they know what's behind all of this. And here's the thing, even if there is nothing there that would convict anyone in this administration or the campaign or the transition or the inauguration or the Trump family, there may be enough in there that we need to change some laws to make sure that things like this never, ever happen again, because this was an assault on our democracy, and we need to thoroughly investigate it and make changes accordingly. Now, in the last 2 years, when the Republicans had the House, the Senate, and the presidency, they got an incredible amount of information when they claimed that there was unmasking going on. They got an incredible amount of information when they said that FISA warrants weren't being conducted properly, or they were being conducted improperly. They got a tremendous amount. All of that was stuff that they thought would clear Trump of any wrongdoing and put the blame on Democrats for something. But everything on that was done right. And remember, this president is doing everything he can to make the FBI, the Department of Justice, the CIA, the NSA look bad so that he looks good, so that he can get reelected. So that didn't work for them in the fall. Now, in Watergate and in White Watergate, the House and Senate, they got access to all the information. Yes, there were fights that went on, legal fights, but they got every single word and document from all of that. All right. Now, all the department wants to do right now, the Department of Justice, is give a partial release. Even though the House voted 420-0 to release all of the information. We also know that the Senate didn't vote on it because Lindsey Graham, one of Trump's butt boys, said, I shouldn't have said that, one of Trump's sycophants, didn't want to vote on that. And we also know, I believe it was between 75 and 83%, with the majority of Republicans, want the full Mueller report released. Okay? And here's the thing. We have an election coming up. We already have Democrats who are starting to run. We know the president's going to run. The longer this foot drags, the more it's being held in the public conscience. And when it all comes out, it may not, and it doesn't look good for the president, that's going to be right there, center stage in the election. And once we know the truth, then we can deal with it. But as long as we don't know the truth, that's going to be a cloud over this presidency. So we need to get to the truth. And of course, for the Democrats, the sooner the better. The Republicans, if they want to keep foot dragging and then it comes out drip by drip by drip, this will not help anyone in this administration. Again, we need to fight, and we need to fight for everything, because all of this information at some point will come out.